guys, it's Emma. Today I have a book review on The Selection by Kiera Cass. So this is book 1 in a series, and I quite enjoyed it. I gave it 3 to 5 stars because although I did really enjoy it, I whizzed through it in like a day or two, but it wasn't really what I expected it was going to be, and there were some things about it that bothered me. It's a young adult book, and it's kind of set in a time, I think it's like modern times or maybe a little bit futuristic, but it's also a bit medieval too because they have kings and queens and princes and stuff like that. And then they have this thing called the selection where 35 girls get chosen and they can choose to participate in this competition to win the prince's hand in marriage. And it's kind of a reality TV show thing. They go to the castle, they stay with him, the cameramen follow them around, and you get to know the prince like one-on-one, and he kind of eliminates them as the thing goes along. And our main protagonist is a girl named America Singer, which I thought was like the dumbest name when I first heard it, but it gets explained later on, so that was good. But anyway, that's kind of the premise for the whole story. And so yeah, the first book in the series is about just her kind of meeting all the people there and the prince himself and what kind of happens, and kind of setting it up for the other books. And I can understand why Kiera Cass didn't make this one very dramatic or conflicting or much like conflict in it, because there's books coming after it that this one kind of has set up for those ones to follow afterwards. But at the same time, it's like, well, you could have still done something. I don't know, because I found my issue with this was that it wasn't what I thought it was going to be entirely. Like, I thought because of the whole reality TV kind of thing going on, with like, you know, all these 35 girls all together in one castle competing for this guy, you know, sounds very drama explosion, but my issue with it was that it wasn't. It was kind of boring. I kept waiting for like a real antagonist to show up, or like big conflicts or something, and there was like really petty kind of stuff in it, but nothing really that, you know, hindered the protagonist in any way or caused major conflict for her. It just wasn't as fun as I thought it was going to be. But I did quite enjoy the characters, mostly the prince himself. I was quite surprised by him. I'm not really going to say much else about that, but I very much liked him. And as for the main character, America, she was kind of okay. She was, I don't know, she kind of annoyed me at sometimes, but I don't know, she was okay. So far she hasn't, you know, made me hate her yet, but there's still like 3 or 4 more books, so we'll see. Yeah, another thing that kind of bothered me was the main girl, America. She has this kind of dilemma that she's dealing with, which I'm not gonna, you know, say what it is, but if you've read it, you'll know what I'm talking about. And it really annoyed me. I was just like, to me, the answer was obvious, like what she should do, but it was like one of those things like, oh, I don't know what to do, and there's this, and like she's weighing her options and blah blah. It's like, oh. Like, you know, it's a classic YA trope. It's like your protagonist, usually the girl, has some petty dilemma that she thinks is like the end of the world, when really it's like, just make this decision, just do this one. It's so obvious, but no. But, you know, that's just my thoughts on it. But and still, even though that is my solution to her problems, I still don't know what's actually going to happen. So that makes me want to read the other ones to find out how it's actually going to end. So I liked the setting, I liked the characters for the most part, and the storyline itself, I was very excited initially to start reading this, and I did go through it really quickly. But again, this particular book in the series was kind of like, where's the conflict? What's like, there was nothing really for me. I don't know. It was kind of boring. But there are books. There's 2 or 3 books after it, so I'm gonna read those ones next and see if those hopefully pick up on some of the drama, or the, you know, some of the fun that could have happened in this one but didn't really. So it's like, well, I hope they happen in the other ones. So that is my review on The Selection. I hope you enjoyed, and thanks for watching.